Hey, out there in YouTube. Good to see you tonight. I am Artie Rose, and I am coming to you from the GLB network here. And we have come to the World Series of Season 3 of the greatest of all time baseball league in Out of the Park 26. Um, I'm very encouraged with a lot of the interaction I've had on the channel for this. Obviously, there is some interest in baseball simulation from that has to do with teams from the past, using out of the park baseball, which is usually used by players to manage and be the general manager of a team, whether it be a fictional team or a historical team, and they recreate seasons, but they take the reins as the manager and general manager and try to bring their teams and form them the way they think that they should to win a championship. And that's great. But I actually use the um, database for just viewing what might have been in situations. 32 teams of the best of all time going up against each other. The rules do have the present day rules, so teams from the before it was a designated hitter are using a designated hitter. There's teams that are from way back in like the 40s and 30s that only had 4-man rotations. They're going with a 5-man rotation because uh, that's what's applicable for today. So it's old-time teams in today's setting competing against each other, and then going down to a sort of a tournament type playoff scenario where there's 4 rounds of playoffs. And we have come to the World Series. And I'm going to switch over to the game. First, let me bring it up and make sure that you guys can see it. Okay. And we have the Cleveland Indians of 1995 going against the San Francisco Giants of 1962. The Indians were the number 7 seed, I believe. Let's see. The Indians in the American Conference were the number 7 seed, and they are a Cinderella team for sure. The Giants were the number 4 seed, and they overcame everybody that they had to face to get to this point. So here we are, and we're going to bring you this World Series. I think we're just going to go for Game 1. This is Game 1. We're in San Francisco. Pitching matchup, Dennis Martinez for the Cleveland Indians and Jack Sanford for the Giants. Let's go to the screen with the information for both teams. Lineups. Dennis Martinez was 11-6 on the year, 100-game season, had 20 appearances, 111, lost 6, then had a 2.56 ERA. For the Giants, Jack Sanford on the mound, he had 20 appearances, but he won 5 and lost 8 with a 4.50 ERA. The lineups for the Indians, you have Kenny Lofton leading it off. He batted .258 in the regular season with 1 home run. Brian Giles, the DH, bats second. He batted .278 with 17 home runs and 64 RBIs. Albert Bell, the star of the team, left field, batting third. He batted .309 with 29 home runs and 86 RBIs. Jim Thome is the cleanup hitter. He's the third baseman. I'm sorry. He batted .265 with 16 home runs and 58 RBIs. He's followed by Manny Ramirez, the right fielder, 291, 13 home runs, 44 RBIs. And then the veteran, Eddie Murray, 39 years old at first base, bat 252 with 6 home runs and 35 RBIs in the regular 100-game season. Sandy Alomar Jr., the catcher, bats 7th. He batted 249 with 13 home runs and 49 RBIs. Carlos Baerga, the second baseman, bats 8th. He batted 270 with 13 home runs and 46 RBIs. And batting 9th, the shortstop Omar Vizquel. He batted 271 with 5 home runs and 31 RBIs. And that is the lineup for the Cleveland Indians. For the Giants, Felipe Alou leads off. He's the left fielder. He batted 276 with 9 home runs and 38 RBIs. Followed by Willie Mays, had a spectacular year, batting 262 with 32 home runs and 68 RBIs. Batting third is Orlando Cepeda, the first baseman. He was at 277 batting average with 21 home runs and 56 RBIs. The designated hitter for the Giants, Willie McCovey. He batted 245, smashed 36 home runs, and had 60 RBIs. Batting fifth, Harvey Keene, a right fielder. He was at 257 with 6 homers and 34 RBIs. The catcher, Tom Haller, bats 6th. He batted 252 with 18 home runs and 45 RBIs. Jim Davenport, the third baseman, bats 7th at 242, 3 home runs, 41 RBIs. Batting 8th, Jose Pagan, shortstop. He batted 228 with 3 home runs and 21 RBIs. Chuck Hiller, the second baseman, will bat 9th. He had an average of 277 with 6 home runs and 35 RBIs. So that are those are the starting lineups and pitchers for Game 1. We're going to quick play Game 1 and see what happens. And Game 1 goes to the Giants, 4-3. Cleveland home runs by Kenny Lofton, Jim Thome, and Orlando Cepeda had a pair of home runs. Harvey Keene also had a home run. Pitching pitcher Stu Miller, who's their closer, won the game. And Jose Mesa, who is the closer for the Indians, lost the game. Player of the game was Orlando Cepeda. Starting pitcher for the Indians had the second best performance of the day, 5.2 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. And that is it for today. So, let's go to Game 2 in San Francisco. Chad Ogea, the starting pitcher for Cleveland. Ogea was 5-8 on the year with a 5.02 ERA. Billy Odell for the Giants, he won 10 games and lost 7 with a 4.07 ERA. Let's see if the lineups change at all. A little bit because they're facing, the Giants are putting Mike McCormick on the mound. So Mike McCormick will be, the left-hander will be pitching. And he is it going to be an opener? I don't know. He was in 38 games. He won 4, lost 3. $72 innings pitched. So he only goes a couple of innings. So he might be an opener. Anyway. So the lineup changes a little bit for the Indians. Carlos Barriega is batting second, where he was batting down in the 8th position. Manny Ramirez is batting cleanup rather than Jim Thome. And Brian Giles drops down to the number 6 slot as the DH. So interesting. So let us go to the screen and quick play the game. And 6-0 victory for the Giants. So they take the first 2 games in San Francisco. Juan Pagan home run for the Giants. McCormick won the game. Let's see how far he went. Mike McCormick started the game, went 6 1/3 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs, struck out 7. So a very good performance by Mike McCormick. He's actually the player of the game. Willie Mays had the number 3 performance of the day, going 2 for 3 with a double, a run scored, and a walk. So the Giants jump out to a 2-0 lead. They're going to finish today. Is a day off, and now we're in Cleveland. I'm going to take a short break, and we'll bring you Game 3 of the World Series. Okay, we're back. And so we've got 2 games of the World Series of Season 3 in the books. San Francisco Giants of 1962 have a 2-0 lead. And the series now goes to Cleveland. And let's get back to the game. Game screen. Okay. And now it says that Billy O'Dell will start this game for the Giants. And Charles Nagy will pitch for the Indians. I'm going to go to the screen with the lineups. And yes, Billy O'Dell, the lefty, is going for the Giants. He was 10-7 in the regular season with a 4.07 ERA. Charles Nagy for the Indians, 20 appearances, won 5 games, lost 7, with a 5.38 ERA. Lineup against the lefty for the Indians is the same as it was yesterday. And the Giants have the same lineup that they've had for the first 2 games. So, with that being said, let us quick play the game and see what we get. A 3-2 victory for the San Francisco Giants, and now they jump out to a 3-0 lead over the Indians. Billy O'Dell was the winning pitcher. Orlando Cepeda, a pair of home runs. But the player of the game was Billy O'Dell. Billy O'Dell, let me just go back to that screen. Billy O'Dell pitched 7 innings, Gave up 3 hits and 1 earned run, struck out 7. Orlando Cepeda, the number 2 performance of the game, 3 for 4 with 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. So 3 games to none lead. We're going to game 4 in Cleveland. And I think we ought to just bring you this game in case the Giants sweep it. And at least we can witness that. And it'll be a short video, a 4-game sweep. Let's go to the screens. Juan Marichal on the mound for the Giants. Had a 7-3 record with a 2.65 ERA, going against Mark Clark for the Cleveland Indians. He had an 8-4 record with a 4.72 ERA. Lineup against the right-hander for the Indians is a little bit different, like it was in Game 1. And let's go to the game now, and let's get it started and see what happens. Will the Giants sweep it for the World Series championship? Felipe Alou steps up. In the playoffs, he's only batted .207 and had 2 home runs. Against Mark Clark in the playoffs, Mark Clark 0-1, ERA of 7.56, so he's not having a great postseason. Everything changes in the postseason for some reason. Here we go. And it's a long fly ball way back. Leadoff home run for Felipe Alou. And the Giants jump out in front 1-0. So that is a good thing for the Giants and not so good for the Indians. Okay, Willie Mays. Willie Mays bat .276 in the postseason with 7 home runs and 17 RBIs against Mark Clark. The pitch. And there's a base hit to center field for Willie Mays. Okay, so nobody out. Willie Mays on first and Orlando Cepeda. He's got 9 home runs in the postseason, batting .322. He is on fire. Clark, the pitch. Swinging him his strike 3 for the first time. Willie McCovey, designated hitter for the Giants. The pitch. And fly ball center field. Kenny Lofton is there for the second out. Harvey Keene, the right fielder. Pitch. Again, that's way back. But Lofton takes it just before the warning track to retire the side. But the Giants, on the leadoff home run by Felipe Alou, take the lead 1-0. Okay, Kenny Lofton will lead it off for the Indians, followed by Brian Giles and Albert Bell. Juan Marichal on the mound for the Giants. Here's the pitch. Fly ball left field. Caught for the first out by Felipe Alou in left. Brian Giles, the DH, bat .357 in the postseason, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Juan Marichal looks in. And that's going to be a base hit for Giles. Albert Bell steps in. Bell is red hot. Bat .371 with 11 home runs, 29 RBIs in the postseason. Brian Giles has 6 stolen bases in the postseason. So he's a threat to go. 1 out. The pitch. And called strike 3. Bell is out. And that's the second out. Jim Thome. Bat .292 with 6 home runs in the playoffs. 2 men out, 1 man on. Here's the pitch. Ground ball picked up by the shortstop, gone over the first, and that'll do it for the Cleveland side. They get no runs on 1 hit, leave a man on base, and the score is still 1-0 Giants. Okay, top of the second. Tom Haller, the catcher. Haller having struggling here in the postseason, batting .162. Here he is against Mark Clark. The pitch. Ground ball through the infield for a base hit. Haller is on. That brings up Jim Davenport, the third baseman, batting .205. Haller has a stolen base, but not really a threat to go. Ground ball, this could be 2. Over the second for 1, and that's all they'll get. So that's the first down. Man on first for Jose Pagan, the shortstop, batting .127 in the postseason. Regular season, he batted .228, so not a big offensive player. And there's a ground ball base hit. And the runner is going for third. Here's the throw, and he is in there. Davenport makes it to third on the hit. So first and third, 1 out. Chuck Hiller, second baseman, also not a big offensive player. Batted .277, but in the playoffs he's batting .181. Here's the pitch. And that's a base hit. That's going to score Davenport, and it's actually a double. A run-scoring double. So the Giants jump out front now 2-0 with 1 out and 2 men on, second and third. Felipe Alou, who led the game off with a home run to right field, is up. The pitch. Fly ball, short right field. Second baseman takes it. That's the second out. Runners remain where they are. Willie Mays, the dangerous Willie Mays, is up. 2 outs, 2 men on. Pitch. And that's going to be in the gap. To the wall. Going to score 2 runs. And that's a double for Willie Mays. 2-run double. And the score now is 4-0 Giants. That's going to be it for Mark Clark. Clark doesn't even make 2 innings. Jason Grimsley is going to come in. Grimsley, 3-0 with a 1.04 ERA in the playoffs. Regular season, 24 appearances, 3 wins, 5 losses, 2 saves. He's going to try and put the fire out here. Orlando Cepeda, red hot. Willie Mays on second and 2 outs in the top of the second. 4-0 lead. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it. But the Giants score 3 runs on 4 hits and leave a runner on. And the score, going into the bottom of the second, the Giants 4 and the Indians 0. Game 4 of the World Series. Yep. We can take a quick break. No, we're not. We're going to do the bottom of the third. Let's do the bottom of the third. Manny Ramirez against Marichal. Here we go. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 out. Eddie Murray, the veteran first baseman, Bat 236, steps in. The pitch. And it's a walk for Murray. Murray is on. Sandy Alomar Jr., the catcher. In the playoffs, he's batting .221 with 4 home runs. Marichal looks in. Pitch. Fly ball, left field. That is, Felipe Alou takes it. 2 outs. Carlos Baegar, the second baseman, steps in. The pitch. Little nubber. Marichal up with it over the first, and he beats the throw. So, the Indians keep it alive on the infield hit by Baerga. And Omar Vizquel, the shortstop, steps in. 2 men on, 2 men out. In the bottom of the second. Pitch. Another little ground ball. Marichal takes it, throws it away. And 1 run will score. So, the Indians score on the errant throw by the pitcher. And the runners advance to second and third now, 2 outs. And the top of the lineup is up. Kenny Lofton, 0 for 1. Can he keep it going? Let's see. Pitch. Little number to Marichal again. And he throws it away again. The second error of the inning. And another run scores. The runner's now at first and third with 2 outs. And Brian Giles, who's 1 for 1. I can't believe he had 3 plays exactly the same. Little numbers to the pitcher, and he threw away 2 of them. Amazing. Here's Giles. A walk. Bases loaded now. Marichal in a jam. All of his own making. Albert Bell. Red hot Albert Bell steps in with the bases loaded, 2 outs against Juan Marichal. Let's see what happens. Long fly ball, right field. There it goes. Grand slam home run for Albert Bell. And the Indians of 1995 take the lead 6-4 here in Game 4 of the World Series. Wow. Okay, Marichal's still in there. He's thrown about 30 pitches. Tomei steps in. 2 outs, nobody on, but the damage is already done. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is finally over. The Indians score 6 runs on only 2 hits. The Giants committed 2 errors, and now the Indians have the lead 6-4 here after 2 innings. I'm going to take a quick break and we'll bring you another few innings right after this. Okay, we're back. It is now the top of the third. Giants coming up, leading off with Willie McCovey. Giants took a 4-0 lead in the first 2 innings, but the Indians just came back with a 6-run rally in the bottom of the second. So here is Willie McCovey against Grimsley. Pitch. And it's a walk. Harvey Keene. Nobody out. McCovey's on first. The pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball caught by Albert Bell in left field. First out. Jason Grimsley now facing Tom Haller. Haller had a base hit his last time up. Pitch. Ground ball, second base, could be two. And it is a double play to end the inning. And the score remains 6-4 Cleveland of 1995 over the 1962 San Francisco Giants. Bottom of the third now. Manny Ramirez steps up to lead it off against Juan Marichal, still in there after the debacle of the second inning. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. 1 out. Eddie Murray, first baseman, walked his last time up. Popped up. No, way back. Oh, it looked like a pop-up, but it was a fly ball deep to center, put away by Willie Mays for the second out. Okay, Sandy Alomar Jr., the catcher, steps in. 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from Marichal. And a cold strike three to end the inning. So a quick 3 up and 3 down, and the score is still 6-4. Cleveland. Okay, Jason Grimsley continuing. He's got 14 pitches, still got plenty of gas left. Giants send up bottom third of the order. Jim Davenport, Jose Pagan, and Chuck Hiller. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. 1 out. Jose Pagan now. It's in the gap. Pagan. Gonna be a slide-in double. So, the Giants have a runner on second now. Chuck Hiller is the batter. 1 out. Pitch. Ground ball. Picks it up. Throws. And they get him. 2 outs. The runner advances. Pagan is now at third. Felipe Alou is up. He hit a home run in the first inning to get the Giants started. Here's the pitch. And it's a pass ball. Here comes the runner. And he's in there. Wild pitch by the pitcher. And now the score is 6-5. Alou with a 1-1 count. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. And that's it. But the Giants put a run on the board on the wild pitch by Jason Grimsley. And the score is now 6-5, Cleveland. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Don Larson is going to take over for Juan Marichal in the bottom of the fourth. Don Larson, the only player to have a no-hitter in the World Series history, was on the 1962 Giants. He made 30 appearances, won 6 games, lost 1, had a 5.92 ERA. In playoffs, his ERA is much better, 1.35. In 6 innings pitched, he did give up 5 hits, but he struck out 6. So, he is taken over here in the bottom of the fourth, facing Carlos Baerga. Pitch from Larson. And down the line! That's going to be a double for Baerga. And it is. Baerga gets the double to lead off the inning. Omar Vizquel now. And there is another off the wall. That's going to be a double for Vizquel. And now the Indians increase their lead to 7-5. Kenny Lofton now. Nobody out, man on second. Pitch. Picked up by the third base over the first. And that's the first out. Brian Giles, 1 for 1. A wild pitch. And Vizquel goes to third. So man on third, one out. Brian Giles. Al walk. Albert Bell, who smashed a grand slam his last time up, is up here. 1 out, 2 men on against Don Lawson. And there's a fly left field. And here comes the throw. And he's in there. So a sacrifice fly scores Omar Vizquel from third. And now the Indians lead 8-5. Jim Tomei steps in. Man on first, 2 outs against Don Larson. And there goes the runner, and he's going to be in there. Stolen base for Brian Giles. So now he's in scoring position, 2 outs for Jim Tomei. Pitch. Ground ball, third base. Over to first, and that'll do it. But the Indians score another 2 runs on 2 hits, and they leave a runner on and increase their lead 8-5 here, going into the 5th inning. Willie Mays is going to lead it off. Can't count these Giants out. They got quite a lineup. Willie Mays. The pitch. Fly ball, left field, Albert Bell is there, and first down. Orlando Cepeda. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 out. Willie McCovey. Pitch. Strike 3, and that'll do it for the Giants in the 5th. Score still, Indians 8, Giants 5. Game 4 of the World Series, the GLB. Manny Ramirez will lead it off against Don Larson here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch. Ground ball picked up by Davenport over the first, and that is the first out. Eddie Murray, first baseman, steps in. Murray 0 for 1. Fly ball, left field. Felipe Alou gets under it, and he's there for the second out. Sandy Alomar Jr., the catcher. He's 0 for 2. Fly ball going back is Alou, and he gets it right before the warning track. And I'll do it for the Indians in the 5th. Score is still Indians 8 and Giants 5. Going to the top of the 6th now. Harvey Keene leads it off. Jason Grimsley in there. He's got a 3 1/3 innings pitched. So far, 5 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, second base. Baerga over the first. 1 out. Tom Howell, the catcher. Pitch. And it's a walk. Haller is on. 1 out, man. 1 man on. And that's going to be it for Jason Grimsley. They're going to take him out and put in Paul Shuey. Shuey, regular season, 34 appearances, won 1 game. Lost none. Didn't save any, so just a middle reliever. In the playoffs, got 8 innings pitched and 1.08 ERA. He's only given up 1 run. Here he is against Davenport with a man on first and one out. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three for second out. Jose Pagans, 2 for 2, comes in face Shuey. Pitch. And that's going to be a base hit for Jose Pagans' third hit. It's 3 for 3. Now runners on second and first with 2 out for Chuck Hiller. Pitch. Ground ball, second base, Baerga. Over the first. And that'll do it for the Giants in the 6th. No runs on a hit and a walk. Score is still Indians 8 and Giants 5. Bottom of the 6th, Carlos Baerga facing Don Larson. Larson in his 3rd inning of relief of Juan Marichal. The pitch. Fly ball, center field. Willie Mays is there and puts it away. Omar Vizquel, 1 for 2 with an RBI. The pitch. Ground ball, second base. Up with it is the over the first, and that's 2 outs. Chuck Hiller. Kenny Lofton, top of the order, is up. He is 0 for 3. Here's the pitch from Larson. It's going to be a base hit for Kenny Lofton. 2 outs in. And that is it for Don Larson. And the Giants go to the bullpen again, and this time it's Gaylord Perry. Gaylord Perry is 23 years old at this point in his career. In 20 appearances, he won 4 games and lost 6. His ERA was 5.20. In the playoffs, he's got 7 innings of work, gave up 9 hits and 8 runs, and an ERA of 10.29. Here he is against Brian Giles with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. And the runner goes, and he is in there. So Kenny Lofton steals second. So now man's in scoring position with 2 outs. And the pitch. Ground ball, shortstop. Up with it. That's Pagan over the first, and that will do it for the Indians. So they get no runs. And they strand 1 runner. The score is still 8-5. Going to the 7th. Quick break. Be right back. Okay, we are back. We'll try to finish out this game. We're in the top of the 7th. Paul Shuey on the mound for the Indians in relief. And Felipe Alou, who led the game off with a home run. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 out. Willie Mays, the center fielder, is 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. Orlando Cepeda. That's going to be a base hit to center field for Cepeda. 2 out single. Willie McCovey steps in. And that's it for Shuey. Shuey is taken out. They put in Dennis Cook. He's the fourth pitcher, I believe. He's the fourth pitcher. Let's see. For the Indians? Yes, he is the fourth pitcher. Regular season, basically just a middle reliever. 4-3 record, 4.76 ERA. Here he is against Willie McCovey. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's it for the Giants in the 7th. Score is still Indians 8 and Giants 5. Game 4 of the World Series. Albert Bell, the hero of today, will lead it off. Grand slam home run back in the second inning. He is 1 for 2 with 5 RBIs. The pitch. And it's a hot shot to first base. Picked up by Ada. Thrown over to Perry, covering first to get the first out. Jim Thome, 0 for 3. And that's going to be a base hit for Thome. 1 out, man on first. Manny Ramirez, 0 for 3. Pitch. Fly ball. That is Felipe Alou. Takes it field. 2 outs. Eddie Murray, 0 for 2. And that's going to be a drive by Harvey Keene to right field to end the inning. So, no change here. It's still 8-5 Indians. Going to the bottom of the 7th. Going to the top of the 8th. I'm sorry. And now, the Indians put in Jose Mesa, who's their closer, to hold these Giants for the next 2 innings, we hope. Harvey Keene, right fielder, is up. Let's go. Pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball caught by Albert Bell in left field. 1 out. Only have 5 outs left to go. Here's Tom Allen. And a ground ball to shortstop up with his Vizquel. I mean, yeah, and that's it. 2 outs. 2 outs. Jim Davenport, third baseman, 0 for 3. Pitch. And that's going to be in there in the corner off the wall for Davenport. That's going to be a double. 2-out double for Davenport. Jose Pagan steps in. He's 3 for 3 today, Pagan. Here he is against Mesa. The pitch. Ground ball in the hole. Over to first, and that is it. That ends the inning. So, the Giants did not get anything on 1 hit. And the score's still 8-5. Going here now to the bottom of the 8th. Gaylord Perry in there. Got 16 pitches. Facing Sandy Alomar Jr., the catcher. The pitch. Fly ball right field. Harvey Keene there. Out number 1. Carlos Baerga, 2 for 3. Pitch. And popped up. Shortstop. Pagan is there. And that's the second. Omar Vizquel, the number 9 hitter. Shortstop is up. And that's going to be a fly ball. Willie Mays is under it and gets it. And that's the side. So nothing across for the Indians. And we go to the top of the 9th. Indians 3 outs away from their first win in the series. Jose Mesa is in there to finish it off. Chuck Hiller steps in for the Giants. Fly ball, left field. Albert Bell takes it for the first out. Felipe Alou, 1 for 4. And that 1 hit was a home run. Pitch. Fly ball. Bell in left field is there for the second out. Willie Mays, last chance for the Giants here in Game 4. And the pitch from Mesa. And a hot ground ball second base. Diago takes it first. And that is the ball game. And the Indians escape a sweep here in Game 4 and win the game 8-5 over the Giants. So we will go to Game 5. Game 5 tomorrow. Great game. That was a great game. So, with that being said, and Game 5 on the horizon, I'm not going to bring you another game. But obviously, we're going to have to bring you each game now because the Giants, they win the series. And if the Indians continue to claw their way back, they can make a series out of it. So, highly unlikely, being down 3-0, that they win, but you never know. You never know. Anyway, so I'm going to say good night for today, and we'll see you on the next one, where we just make a part 1 and a part 2 for the World Series. And that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.